Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Makhan.
Yes, Makhan.
Okay. So just a quick recap. So far yesterday we added the drivers, right? Drivers we added, and also we created one runner class, but I had some issue with the dependency. Let me show you the dependency. Okay. So this is the first dependency we need for Selenium, Chrome, right? Launching any browser, we need Selenium Java. This is for this. Now, Cucumber Java. Okay, this version we need 1.2.5, and Cucumber JUnit, Cucumber JVM depths, Cucumber reporting, uh, then Kirkin and JUnit. I will just ping you in the group so that you can create fresh project. So once you create any new project, just add this dependency. Okay. Now we have added all this dependency. Okay. So the very first step is actually just I will just remove this, so you will understand. I am just keeping here for the time being. So the very first thing we need feature files, right? So we have this folder, we have created folder under test. So I will create another folder, or you can create folder project level also for features. Already you have that folder, right? Features. So now let's create one feature file. So this is for example, new account creation, right? So copy this, don't give any space. For Facebook dot feature. So dot feature is an extension of a feature file. So this looks, the symbol it's for cucumber. So now let's add the feature. So when you type feature, it will come automatically. Okay, this is my feature. So feature, I'm saying account creation for Facebook. This is my feature. Now next is a scenario, right? So scenario is to create a valid account for uh, logging into Facebook. So this is my scenario. Now given statement. So given would be always precondition. So I launch the Facebook page. That's it, my given statement. Now the very next step should be when statement. So user actions, right? So right now I'm not using data table. I'm going with the simple flow. When I enter first name is saying Robin. Okay. So you can put both the name in like in one step, like first name and surname, and surname as okay. So this is my when statement. So now it's a continuation of a user action. So I'm saying I enter my mobile number as okay, as 981, this, for example. Let me take 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, and so this is my one step. So I enter the mobile number. Okay, let's put separate step, and I enter new password as test at the rate 2021, for example, and I select date of birth. So date of birth I'm making dov as, not sure about the format. Let's see. Okay, for example, this is my format. Okay. And I select gender as male. Okay, example, and I click on sign up button. Then I should be able to log in to the Facebook homepage. So you can, so our feature file is done. Okay, so now you can see this highlighted, right? It's highlighted. That means the, the step definitions are not created for this. That's why it shows in highlight. Okay, so very first thing what we have to do, first the feature file. Once you have a feature file, then you will go for a step definition which will, like, do, then a runner class. So runner class, there is nothing. Okay, let me create a step definition simple class. So I'm saying test case, any name you can put, no issue. Okay, so I'm just putting test one. So now we have to map our test feature file with the step definition. So just right click on the feature file and run as scenario to this. So quickly just run it. So you can see undefined steps means these are not defined yet to the step definition. Okay, so that's why it shows undefined, and you can see all the steps also, you can see. So what we have to do, we have to define all the steps. Okay, so it's not defined yet, so just close this one. So what we'll do, we'll now create a runner class. Okay, so under the runner class you do not need to do anything, just you have some syntax which you need to follow. So the very first thing is this two option, you need to just copy and paste above the class. Okay, now this is again the syntax, the complete, just copy and paste. I am going to explain all of this. So you will not paste anything under the class. Okay, remember, so it should be uh, before the class itself, above the class. So these This is run with. So run with what? It will run with, my test case will run with the Cucumber feature file, right? So this is the Cucumber. It will help you to run my test cases. So that's why it says cucumber.class. Okay. So run with, done, Cucumber options. So when you say Cucumber options, so we'll have all these options or features in Cucumber. Okay, like tags, glue, everything it's included. So just high level, these two needed to run any Cucumber test case. Okay. Now coming to these things. So features. Features means where you keep your feature files. So currently I am keeping my feature files src main resource features. So this is my folder name, right? If you just right click on the folder and click on copy path, you can see src main resource features. So this is my path, okay, for feature file. Okay. Now what is glue? So glue is nothing where you keep your test like step definitions. Okay. So I will keep my step definition under com.demo step def. So this is my step definition folder. Okay. Com, just copy this copy path. You will see com.demo step definition. Okay. Here I will keep my step definition. So this is tags. Okay. If I want to use any tag, so for example, any user defined. Okay, it's not something you need to follow. User defined anything, but make sure there is no space. Okay, so it will give you error. So whatever you are writing, it should be combined. If there is a two word of the like combination of two word, then you will keep together. Now this is my tag. Now the plugin means, what is plugin? So any report, right? So generally Selenium doesn't provide you any direct report. Okay. So to get any kind of report, reports has also different set of things. So if you are looking for JSON report, XML report, HTML report, okay, or some extend report, there are a lot of reports. Okay. So we'll go with the basic one, okay, the report part. So that's why the plugin required, and this is also the syntax. So this it's a pretty so it will give you the whatever you are writing or in console, you will get only the all whatever the wanted information you want, it will print. So that's why it's pretty. So it's a formatting kind of things. Okay, it will format your test steps, definitions and all. That's why you use pretty. So now this is HTML test out I have written anything you can put. So this is means once my test case execute, it will place the report will be placed to this particular folder. Okay, so you can put any folder name. Currently you can see this is a test output out. So I can say reports. Okay, I'm changing this name as a reports instead of out. So it will create one another folder once the execution is done. So again I'm changing this to test output. Yeah. So this is another report, JSON report. We'll see all this report, and this is for Cucumber XML report. Okay. So there are three different type of report we are currently going to get. So this is monochrome. So monochrome means what? So any test case when you it will like display the console output in proper readable format. So some unwanted thing will not. I will do change, show you the difference. Okay, so any unwanted information will not going to print, only it will be focus on your step or feature file related things. Okay, so strict, so these are optional. Okay, these monochrome, tag, okay, tag, this is also optional. Okay, this is optional. Then even monochrome true also optional, strict also optional, dry run also optional. So it depends. If you want to put, it's okay. Otherwise, you can still run. So mainly you need features where you will keep the feature files. The glue means the step definition where we are keeping, and this plugin, okay, for the reporting purpose. If you still do not need any report, even that will also become optional for you. But basically feature and glue code is mandatory, okay, because it will map with your feature with the glue, one to one map. Okay, now it's done, right? Now I am, if I run from here, I will not get anything. So any step definition if I want to generate, basically what I have to do, I have to take the help of the runner class. Okay, so that I will get the step definition. This is what we should follow. Okay, so here only you are getting the steps, but here from here also you can get it, but like it's a up to you. You can use from here, or by using runner class also you can do it. Okay, so I run from feature file, also I'm getting the step definition. Can you see? I'm getting from here also. But maybe tomorrow you have more than one feature file. So are you going to, like uh, check which feature file it's not there or something? So you will, best option, you will go here and use a tag. Suppose for user define whatever feature file is there, you need all the step definition. So in one shot you will get for all the features. Okay, but from here if you want to do, you have to open one by one and do it. So from here also you are getting. Let's try the same thing from here. Okay, so I have the tag. Now I am putting uh, dry run to as a true. So if dry run is a true, means it will check. See, I have also commented like to check the mapping is proper between the feature files and the step definitions. Okay, so let me run this. Can you see? So it's ignore all this, it's ignore, right? So I am giving here all the step definition. Let's go down. So here also it's mentioned, right? This is my given. This should be expected. Okay, that means these are the scenario which we need step definition. So here also it's mentioned you can implement missing step. Okay, uh, steps whatever. So you can you can generate step definition from feature file, also from the runner class, anywhere. Okay, so I have shown you both the way. So I'm just simply copying. There is nothing change, both the places you will get the same thing. Just I copied, okay, all this. So now I will go to my step definition and create one class which already there, and now I will paste my all the step definition. Okay, so once you paste, you, so this line is not required. Okay, just remove. Only we need a method, so just remove this line. Now just I have a count. So here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So there are 8. Now I will go here and see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So you have to import first. Just import this the highlighted one as red. So once you import, do not need to go and import each and every one, because it's like you are wasting your time. So instead of that, just once you import the given, just remove that given and put a start. So it will take all this, okay? It will import automatically. So just use the star symbol. Okay. Now we are done with our step definition. To check this one, still you are seeing this highlighted. Okay. So just close this feature file and open it. It will go. So now there is no highlighted. That means it's map. So how to check this whether it's map or not? One, you will get the highlighted. If you get as a highlighted some, so that means this step is not mapped or not generated the step definition. Even there is another way to check whether your step is mapped with the feature file or not, a step definition or not. Just press control and click anywhere, just hover over the link. So for example, I am just hovering my mouse to this then statement and just click. Can you see this is my method, right? If you click here also, again you will see just from here it's okay. From here you will only see whether it's map or not. Okay. So I'm clicking again for the given statement. See, it's directly I'm able to navigate to the step definition. That means my feature file is completely mapped with the step definition. Any questions so far? You didn't understand on this three part? So this three is like it will interact with others. Okay. First, the first priority to create a feature file. Once you create the feature file, create the step definition. From here also you can create the step definition from feature file, or at the same time you can use a runner class to create the feature file. Okay. So once you have the these three things, then you are ready to go for coding part. Okay, now our feature file thing is done. I do not need to do anything with the feature file. Let's move to the coding part. Okay, so basically what we have to add few things, right? So I have already written so that will not waste time. So for example, this is my driver. Okay, let's all the information, because obviously in given statement we have to launch like to be on the Facebook page, we have to do all the activity, right? Launching, initiate Chrome browser and all, and you have to do. So I just imported this thing. You already know. I'm just importing all this. Okay, time also just uh, import. So I'm just giving page load timeout. It's only require when you are loading your page. That's it. Now I need to change my path. So click on the this and doing this. So I'm just changing my path. So our browser initialization is done. So let's check whether we are able to launch it or not. So what I'm doing here, if I say dry run. So dry run is to check the mapping is proper between between feature file and step definition or not. Let's run in true itself. Okay, we'll checking. We are not going to execute. Okay, remember, if it's a true, that means we will just check. If any step missed, then you will get in our console that this step is missed. Please add to your step definition. I will again show you that how to get that scenario. Okay. So now see, everything is ignored. So your user defined all this. It's mapped. Can you see right hand side? TC1 test case 1. It's already mapped. This is so the it is showing giving you left to right comparison. Okay. In feature file you have mentioned this. At the same time, step is already written under this TC01. So TC001 is my step definition. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is basically we are getting. So there is nothing skipped. Okay. Nothing skipped. Don't get confused with this 8 skipped. It is skip means we have not executed anything. That's why it's skipped, because we have mentioned as a true. Okay. Dry run as a true. If the same thing I do, dry run is a false. So false means it will not going to validate your feature file versus the uh, step definition. It will immediately go and start the execution if you have already mentioned. Okay, this steps already mentioned any one of these methods. If not, then obviously you will get some error like not initialized or not implemented something. So let's check from the true means false. Okay, so it should launch my Chrome browser. So just run from runner class. Same thing you can run from the feature file also, but I would recommend always run from the runner class. Even to some people, they still generate step definition from feature file, but which is not recommended. We never do this. We should always follow the what the framework say, like you should always start from the runner class, not from the feature file. That is not recommendable. So now see, it's launching, right? So that means why it's launching, because in given method we have uh, initialize our browser and all, and get like we did launching things and all. That's why it is now launching. Okay, now just go to, so these are the method. Okay, so remember one thing, like every step you write in a feature file, it will convert as a method. Okay, so it will convert as a method. So consider this is a method. Can you see this? You know the syntax of method, right? Public void something will be there like this. So this is a method. So this is your feature file steps. This is not a method. Your method is this. Okay, so this is your feature file. That means it's saying your method, it's one to one mapping. So your feature file will map with your step definition. Based on that you will do the coding. So now let's continue with other all this. So now I enter my first name. So I have already written, right? I said
Martin, I have one question. So,
yes.
dry run when it is true,
Hmm.
you mean it will not launch the browser, it is only
Yes,
checking?
correct. Okay, now I am just commenting this line. Okay, commenting this
Markin,
line.
even I have that doubt. I didn't get that concept,
What concept?
the dry run.
Dry run.
So,
Yeah, I will show you now. Okay, so let's assume mm, this this steps I is there, but I'm going to just remove this one. Okay, I'm just removing. That means let me open again. So ideally, it is showing me highlighted, means you see undefined step. Here also I can get it undefined, but practically we'll see. So now I'm saying dry run is a false. Okay, so let me check. So that means we are ready for the execution. That's why you are making it dry run as a false. Okay. So always remember, when you say dry run is a false, it is going to execute. Okay. So whatever method you have covered so far, it will get execute. After that, it will be done. Okay. But in case of a dry run, you make true, then it will simply go and check. Okay. Now you are also getting some error message, that is fine. At the same time, you are getting, see, one in console itself you are getting, okay, we have executed your required method. However, I can see there is one method is pending to implement. You can implement missing. Okay, so this is one way. If suppose you don't want to execute, you want to check, so you will put true. So when you say dry run true, it will not going to execute this time. This time it will check your 8 feature file steps are available in um, uh, step definition or not. Okay, that it will check. Simple thing. Try run 2 means it will check your feature file step count versus your step definition count. Okay. So now you can see, go down. See here, you can see you can implement missing step, means this is missing, right? And one more thing, in feature file also you can't have same step twice. That is also not allowed. Okay, it is also not allowed. It's not recommended, because why I'm saying, here you can write. Okay, here you may not get any issue, but just I will tell you, just copy this. Now we need this, right? So now if I run, for example, just remove this part. Okay, then part, yeah, this is also neat. Okay, now we are good. Now we'll see dry run equal to true again. Are we getting any missing implemented step or not? Now we'll see again. We will not get any missing because we have done. Okay. So now your execution is just go down and you do not see anything, right? So 8 steps. See, here only you will get to know. Whatever the steps are there, it's map. This is for reference from uh, your step definition, and this is from your feature file. If anything missing, you will get in console a message like, you can implement these steps. Are you getting now, or still you have question or doubt?
It's clear, Makhan. And one more question is runner class, right? Is it something defined that is runner class, or
No, no,
we
no,
are
no,
just
no.
giving the
It's a
name?
user defined. So here everything is a user defined, but these are the syntax. Okay, this left hand side, whatever you can see, these are the syntax. Like features, it's a syntax. Glue is a syntax. Tags, plugin, monochrome. So now I'm saying monochrome, right? So if I say monochrome false, for example, what is the difference you are going to get? Let's see. So in basically monochrome, okay, monochrome you will get this way, okay, given. So there is nothing, but we ideally we do monochrome as a true, okay. So see, monochrome simply would say display the console output in a proper readable format or not. Right now, what it's like if which one you feel like it, you feel it's a readable, it's okay. But if you feel not readable, then go with true. Nothing like just a think like it's a UI kind of things. Whether are you able to read both the feature file and step definition is a proper readable format or not. If I make true and do the same thing, so basically when it was a false, a like grayed out kind of things was there, right? For this is it was a grayed out like this you are getting. So it was not readable. Like people they feel it's not readable, this is people they feel readable, whichever you feel you can do it. So if you do monochrome as a true or false, there would be no impact, okay. But if you do true and false on the with a dry run, it will get impact. So dry run true will check, verify whether you have covered your step definition or not. And uh, true will check if it's a dry run false, then it will go and simply execute. At the same time, it will also check if any unimplemented things are there or not. So ideally in real time, we if you are not sure whether your all feature file steps are mapped or not, you will not say dry run as a false, right? Because it will be half thing. Again, you have to do the same thing. So first you will check true and check whether the step definitions are mapped or not completely. Okay, so whatever, like it's not about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, because you have just mentioned glue code under step def. So under step def, whatever test cases are there, that everything will get checked by internally. Okay, this is what. So now it's map, nothing left. Okay, now come to the method part. So let's take this one. For example, now I want to I enter. I said I enter the first name and last name, right, or surname. So what you have to do, driver. So you will do driver dot right, but you are not getting driver. Can anyone tell why we are not getting driver? But here we are getting driver. Any idea, Ravi?
Should we copy again?
Sorry.
Should we copy that driver thing again for this?
This one?
Driver is not global.
Correct. Excellent. So our driver is not global. So see, every time we are not going to write driver equal to new driver. Okay, this is not a good thing. What we can do, instead of doing that, we can make driver equal to, when we do this, now if I try driver dot, okay, so basically you are just initializing, okay, or you can try with this also. So we have initialized our driver, now we are getting all this. So it should be initialized uh, in global level so that you can access. Okay, now I enter my first name and last name. I don't know whether I have this. Yeah, I have, I think. Let's take this. I will make the changes. Okay, so what I'm saying, I am enter my name, okay, by just import this one, and I will change the data as per this. Okay, just changing here. So this I'm saying I'm entering my first name, and I will again I'm saying suppose this is I mentioned. Let me again change this Paul. So simply I will just change the things in here. Everything will. So I enter the mobile number, right? So let's take this one, and I will change to mobile number. Okay. So guys, few small things you need to remember, like Java concept. Okay, when you work in a framework, because oops concept, you need to focus on the oops concept well. Otherwise you will think why it's driver it's not coming, right? So there are few things. Okay, now I enter my password. This is my enter my password, and I'm selecting my POV. So okay, so anyway, I let me take this. So this is fine. Okay, I had created action class last time, not sure. Yeah, this. Okay, just take this one instead of this. Okay, so select. So select always come from this one, Selenium support. Okay, now we are done with this. Okay, now select gender. So I don't know whether I have already element or not. Let's see. Mm, okay, we have to then find the element for male, right? Yeah. Let me just inspect. Uh, Let me check this way. Star text male getting. Let me take this one. Driver dot find element. Okay. Now click on the sign up. Sign up. I think I have already. Let me just close this one. Mm, sign up. Yep, I have. Okay. So anyway, we it will not going to create. Okay, we'll see some message actually. Okay. Thread. 2 seconds, 20 seconds. I'm giving the thread. Okay. So just assume we have just enter whatever we need. Okay. Okay. Let me check with the data. So 17 July 1985 I'm putting, and this is I'm putting 17 July. Okay, let's assume this is my DOV. Okay, now we have done our steps. Okay, whatever. So basically, you will just pass all these steps here, and now we should check. Okay, let me close my feature file. Also, let me close my step definition. We'll just go with the runner class. Now I already said, right? So we do not need any main method. Even if this class also do not have any main method. Okay. So runner class, you can say any name. Okay. So I'm saying user defined. Uh, there will be no confusion. Okay. But we use runner because from here only you run your all the feature files. That's why this is called like a runner class. Now I am making my dry run as a false because we have already implemented, we have already coding part is also done, right? So let me take one print invalid user or info I'm putting because we obviously it will not going to create. So just for our testing purpose or demo purpose, we're doing it. So let's just close this one. So now it looks good. So my feature file is this, and now we are going to check dry run false means we are going to execute. Let me just close all this. This I will keep. Okay. Now let's run. So it's launching Chrome. Is element correct or not? That's again a story. What is mentioned null pointer exception? Okay. Okay. So can you see one thing? It's showing a null pointer exception. So WebDriver driver, what do we have to do? Null and try the same thing. Getting some error. Null pointer exception. Null pointer extension. Give me 1 second. WebDriver driver equal to WebDriver driver to new Chrome driver. Yeah, you can see WebDriver driver. Everything is now initialize. Let me run this time. So these few things you need to cross check. Okay. So I am not going to do here anything. Okay. This I did globally. so that I can access to each and every method. Okay, if I write WebDriver driver equal to new ChromeDriver within this method, so that driver is only initialized or can be accessed for this method. It will not work for this method. But when you make a global with the initialization, earlier we just declared this. Okay, that's why we're getting and put null. That's why null pointer exception came. Now let's see. This time it should work. What happened? This time not even done. This time step definition.
Is that okay, the path getting defined only in that first method?
Which one? The system.property one.
Huh. System.set property, WebDriver path.
Path is correct. Initialization is done. Okay. WebDriver driver equal to new ChromeDriver. This make very. It should work. Fail instant com dot step definition. 1 second. Okay. Let me run in debug mode and see what's the issue. Fail to execute templates. Cache new instant default. Okay. Okay. WebDriver driver. Now I'm saying, for example, driver equal to new ChromeDriver, and now I'm putting this driver on this. 1 second. Okay, let me do one thing. If I do every place, what is the thing? Let me check whether now I am able to do it or not. So I have kept in two places. It is create because it's when you say WebDriver, it will it's a creating a new instance. Okay, this is done. This should be work. I'm not sure. Equal to new ChromeDriver, and this should be fine. Driver dot this. Let me check in Google. Okay. What is the issue? WebDriver initialization at global level. Global variable also fine. Declare. So there is one site, okay, for Selenium related any issue, queries and all. This Stack Overflow, you can just put your and get it. Okay, so driver setup it shows okay. Global driver public setup drivers global implement. Some private web driver element. These are all method. Okay, these are method. How would this done? WebDriver driver. Then driver. Let me answer. One second. Let me go in step. See, we have tried even with null also. Let me take this one. See. So this is our global variable. This we can shows as a private. Okay, let's see. It's having main method, but we don't require main method. Driver equal to. Let me do one thing. Driver equal to this thing. Also we tried. Let's see. It didn't work itself. If I make public null pointer exception, yeah, I will remove. So okay, I have not mentioned the ChromeDriver. ChromeDriver. New ChromeDriver. One second. Let me check now. public static WebDriver driver equal to new ChromeDriver. So driver is initialized. Where is the issue? Yes. Is my step definition? Yeah, it's correct. Let me check in another way. WebDriver driver equal to ChromeDriver. Okay, and if I just this here, what will happen? Because if I able to launch my Chrome browser for first method, then it should execute rest all line. Let me see. DOV idea, others why it is not working. Mail. Sharan, Ravi, sign up. Let me check here. Okay. I am not putting in global. Let me put here WebDriver equal to new ChromeDriver. Okay, now let's try again. What error I'm getting? Okay, this thing I don't need, right? Ravi, Sharan, are you left?
No, not sure. I'm there.
Anyway, I will check and let you know. Okay, let me run. Some voice is coming, guys. Can you go mute? Thank you. So I'm trying to, do from one method itself because some issue is there. I tried all the way. It's not working. Initialized declared also as a global, but so I will just run and show you the report. Okay, let's assume like we have implemented all these with all step. I will, ping you the changes what for the initialization the driver why it's not working. So now it is entering all these details. Now, for example, it shows please enter valid mobile or address. Okay. So what I will do, simply I will just do one changes instead of this. Okay. I will just use one email ID because just one email ID and yeah. Okay. Now let's run. Okay. Or for example, we have run and some step got failed. Okay. Now again, we have reports, right? Just open test report. So here is the HTML. Now you just open and open in Chrome or any browser. Now this is the report. Okay, this is a normal report. Like, you can do other kind of like Jenkins kind of reports also looks wise, but this is just normal report. Okay, so this is how it will print. It will get print. Now I have changed. So let me just delete this folder. Just I'm deleting this folder. Same for this one. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I will show you from feature file how to write, how to run. So we have seen from the runner class. Now we are running from the feature file. Both we can do. So yeah, I told you, right? We do not need. I don't know why from here. Okay, let it be. It shows unimplemented. Let it be. Run with uh, runner class only. That's why I recommend always run with the runner class. You may get some unwanted things. So just run. Now it should launch your browser and do the execution part. So runner class basically help for few things. One, it helps you to generate the report. Second, it helps you to validate all the steps versus your feature file steps are like match or not. Also, it helps to execute our okay, one thing we have to do, like when you enter something,